Hello and welcome back, everybody, to Small Project Zomboid, playing as Colonel Kurtz in the 10 Years Later mod. And, I am currently stuck between a rock and a hard place. However, there is only one way to go. And that is this way. Now, where's the other one? Oh, there it is. Okay, good. Does have a key. Most of this stuff is garbage, okay. Okay, relative safety. Crowbar, I think I'd rather have that than the baseball bat right now. For the simple reason that the baseball bat is a bit, well, it's the same amount of damage, right? Yeah, it's the same amount of damage, but the crowbar has more utility. You can use it for opening doors and cars and stuff like that. Okay. So far, not terrible. I can turn this into an axe or something, but I can't carry any more with this backpack. Let's sit down for a second. Think about this. So that way there's going to be more undead that are chasing after me. I can only go forward pretty much. Yeah. Have to go through the big horde over there. Not big horde, it's like 4 or 5 of them. But we have to get on the trail of that group of insurgents. Insurgents sounds a bit wrong, but that is what they're called. It's just that insurgents are usually associated with terrorists and the Middle East and conflicts in that region, but no, this is an insurgents in a more literal form, I suppose. They are inserted into the exclusion zone, and okay, that's going to be a problem. Thing is, I don't think they went this way, though, but wherever they went, I need to get back on their trail. I know it's around the tunnel. They either went that way or that way. That's the only thing I need to figure out right now. However, first and foremost, I'd like to get to some relative safety. Welding rods. Shouldn't be looking around for stuff too much. It's not like I can pick up a load of things. Nails I can, though. Okay. Another corpse here, but it's hard to tell whether it's recent or not. Oh. Yeah, this isn't hard to tell, though. So they did go through here. The only question that still leaves me is in what direction. I doubt they left some clues on the bodies, but you never know. Vitamins will help with my fatigue and sleepiness. Tiny bit. Sorry about that. A second. Okay, my sincerest apologies for that. A noted map. No. That's not from them. Wood glue, though. I can use that. Looks like they cleaned out most of this tunnel. Left one behind, though. Almost seems like they were looking for something. But the tunnel seems relatively clean, and there are beds over there. I might want to hunker down for a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna need to sleep a little bit. Oh, a military backpack. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Green camo pants. Yep, sure, I'll take that. I'll absolutely take that. You can have the map and the jeans. I will also get the military backpack. Put all of that in there. Okay, and don't need that one anymore. I'm gonna wear this. Carry more stuff around this way. For when I eventually find a place to settle down more permanently. Oh, this isn't a bad idea. Tent. Yeah, not exactly... Can't exactly, cook or anything, but with the fire, plus a fire inside the tunnel, I'm not sure that's a great idea. However, I reckon this isn't a bad place to spend the night. Eat this can of beans and call it a day, I think, although that does mean that I'm going to wake up in the middle of the night, probably, if I go to sleep now. So maybe a better option. Find something to read or entertain myself somehow. This, however, There we go. Put that down, and then the door here is, well, it's not all that secure, so tell you what. Let's pick this up also, move it here. Oh, I can't. Yes, I can. Right, there we go. And close the door. Okay, we're safe. This is now an impregnable fortress of Kurtz. Well, okay, maybe not so much, but on some level, it is. On a literal level, it is. Nothing can get through here. I'm sorry, it's just the way it is. But I'm not happy with it. I'm just gonna, make sure I can sleep through the night safely. That said, I probably want to read a couple of things as well before I hit the bunk, as they say. And yeah, I will do just that, and I will see you in the morning. And good morning. Well, I say that, it's extremely dark out here in the tunnel. I can barely see anything. However, I did do a bit of reading, walked around a little bit, and got into this tent. And that safe on the wall is empty, but then I opened this one, and like I said, it's very difficult to see in the middle of the night. Well, it's like 5 AM, it's not really the middle of the night, but it is almost pitch black here. However, I understand that it's difficult to see, but I can see that. And, I like that. That I like very much. And I'm thinking that what happened most likely is that these Spec Ops guys, the insurgents, went through here, saw this, and just left it there, because they didn't even pick up the ammo. And that's telling me that they're probably ludicrously well equipped. It's good for them, but this is also good for me, because now I can actually fight them if need be, which, just say I got a feeling that there will be a need to fight them. To that end, I need to decide what I'm going to take. I like the AK, I really do. Its condition is all right. There is a Trigicon Acupoint scope, 1:6x64. I will definitely grab that. Spartan grip for pistols, I'll take that. And then I need to decide between the AKS, the Colt Carbine, actually the Colt Carbine I can't take, it's in terrible condition, and the 6-hour MCX US SOCOM. Not much of a decision, really, as much as I like the AK. Well, actually I can probably take both, because they're in 2 different calibers. Yeah. There's also 5.56 ammo here, so... let me just make sure this is in 5.45, right? Yeah. So we'll take a 5.45 magazine, and I will take all of these 5.56 magazines, and that leaves the Cheyenne Tech Intervention behind, which I don't want to do. I don't want to leave a weapon like that behind. And I don't think I will. So, this can of evaporated milk, can of carrots, don't really need it. Foraging book, had a look through it, not really impressed with what I saw. Leave that behind also, and then... what do I need to turn this into a metal spear? A hand file. Oh, I like that. I like the idea of turning it into a metal spear. Okay. I'll keep it. But then I won't take the AK, after all. I'll take the intervention. It's 50 BMG, it has a bipod, it's a sniper rifle, I need this. And there's a box of 50 BMG rounds that I can take as well. It does have a BMG magazine as well. Beautiful. Yeah, definitely can use that. Then, as for the SOCOM, I'm going to need a screwdriver, I think, to get... to get that, whatchamacallit. Attachment. There you go. The Jesus, that took 3 days and 3 nights to get that attachment onto the gun. I do want to get in behind this fence, or rather on the other side of it, because there's a restricted area. There might be something good down there as well that the new boys in town missed. But tell you what, they move quickly and they're pretty efficient. Not to be underestimated. Suture needle. Alcohol wipes. I need well, I'm gonna need some water, but I also need some medical supplies if there's any to be found. Doesn't look like it. Yeah. Maybe this way? No. Okay, well, tell you what, I'm getting pretty bored over here. Let's get out of here. And I think I'm gonna head down that way towards the exit of the tunnel. Of course, the age-old question remains. I know they went through the area. I saw bodies this way. And I know they landed on top of on top of the city. That does make a lot of sense. But I know they landed in the densely urban area over here-ish. And so it doesn't make sense for them to be in the tunnel heading towards this place unless it's a separate team. But I don't think it is, because I would have seen it. So yeah, I think I'm on their trail. And I think they're leaving. Oh. Right. Well, I think I now know where they went and why. I was right. It's just that we took slightly different routes to get to the same spot, but I was right, basically. Another box of 50 BMG and a box of 5.56. Not taking ammo with them. Could be because they're not using firearms. I didn't hear shooting, but it could be silenced and suppressed shots, and maybe that's why I didn't hear anything. But kind of depends on how far away I am, I suppose. Okay, I'm gonna insert bullets into these magazines as we go. And then gotta decide where I'm gonna actually go. I'm thinking I go back, probably, is the best course of action. Or I could go this way and then down. I saw an exit. Maybe that's a better choice. Whatever my choice is, definitely not going that way. Shame all this military gear is useless and ruined. Take the combat knife though. Too unwieldy to drive nails. Yeah. Need a screwdriver, I think. That's the most important piece of equipment that I can possibly look for right now. Wrench, I'd have flashlight, no. Box of screws, no. And they were busy over here, weren't they? In fact, I would even go so far as to say they were very busy over here. Mind you, I probably don't want to shoot, right? Yeah. Probably not, so let me get the... Do I still have the crossbow? The crowbar? I do. Let me get the crowbar out. Another toolbox. It's empty, right? That's what that means when it's to make sure. Now I know there's a feral on the other side. There's a saw from the tunnel proper. There's an exit this way, and I know there's a feral close to the exit on this side. So I'm going to have to be careful when approaching, even though this place looks like it's been cleared out. It may have missed someone, or something might have wandered in between me getting here and the insurgents clearing the building out. Screwdriver. Alright, there we go. Grab one. Then I think I can upgrade this place. I can upgrade this rifle with the acupoint. And I can put away the screwdriver, but I don't have any space in the backpack left. It's a tiny bit of a problem, I would say. Gotta remember I need a hand file, but I think that's, I don't trust myself to remember that. I should probably write it down somewhere. Yeah, big problem. Lots of them there. I mean, it's okay. It's not the most unmanageable thing ever. I just need to let them break the door down. And have them come towards me ever so slowly, one at a time. Bit much. Very bored. How am I very bored? Oh, I guess a veteran of multiple years in the exclusion zone would find stuff like this kind of boring, wouldn't he? Fair enough. Alright. Let's see if a bit of combat gets the blood pumping. Clearly it does not, because I'm depressed now. Take the fanny pack. Doesn't that provide you some sort of satisfaction? No? Guess not. $25 rounds. Put that in the fanny pack. Pencils in there. Bottle of water in there. The eraser in there. Extra bullets I'll keep in the pocket. And the hand torch in there too. Why not? Okay. This is what I was saying. It's very important that I get them one at a time. And this will do just fine. And then being spread out like this. Pretty sure there was a feral in there, though, in that group. Oh, that's just a wrestler. Tell you what, though, for all his time in the exclusion zone, Colonel Kurtz didn't have to do a lot of the killing on his own. Mostly relied on his men doing all the work for him. He was in command, as it were. But as time goes on and as casualties piled, eventually he started shall we say, participating a bit more, and well, now there's nobody left. All on his own. Alright, come on. Just like we practice, one at a time. Right. Severely depressed. Lovely. I mean, just lovely. I guess losing all your troops will do that to you. Turns out that the Colonel suffers from severe depression. And I'm not sure how to help him with that right now. I don't have access to antidepressants. Right, come on. Get running. That was the feral one that I saw. Well, Same target, same distance from said target. However, maybe not quite, because now I know exactly where I'm going. And that's following the corpses down this way. However, there's a lot of corpses, and I need to be careful not to stir up too many of them at the same time. Luckily for me, they seem to be naturally drifting down towards that breach in the fence, and I can use that to my advantage to sort of just stay behind them, pick off the stragglers like this, and move with the horde down there, which seems to be migrating away from the town. And I'm guessing that yeah, that's a bit of a problem now. Alright. I was say, I'm guessing the reason for a lot of their migration is a lack of food. Which I'm guessing is also why I've seen a lot of them in the woods, whereas previously they would be mostly hanging around the town square. The urban areas, the large buildings, hospitals, military bases, checkpoints, etc., etc. Now, though, they seem to be more spread out, so the wilderness isn't so wild and unpopulated as before. Kind of puts or not really puts, but throws a spanner in the works for my plan to move somewhere less urban. It kind of feels like maybe going towards urban centers is the answer now, because the undead are going to be leaving them soon for rather in search of food. But then again, I don't think enough of them are going to be leaving that warrants moving into a mall or a hospital or anything like that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need to pause here for a little bit, because this is an okay pace of sort of beating them down one at a time. This is actually perfect, and I've made the mistake of running too much before. And so what I'm thinking now is try a different approach. Of course, the main problem is that there's bloody hundreds of them here, and maybe just running through is the faster option, but at the same time, I am fond of just taking them out one at a time, like so. No real risk to it. How am I doing health-wise? Yeah, perfect. Don't want to pry anything open now, because it'll just tire me. Three more. I've been lucky thus far dealing with ferals, that they've mostly been isolated. And I think I only had to deal with one at a time, so... I do not like there's many of them, but... feels like there's more now than there was before. Not to get all conspiracy theory, but it feels like the zombies are revolving. Well, if that's not the right word, because they're not alive. Changing, maybe. Still not sure if the Spec Ops guys blew that fence up. I don't think so, because I didn't hear an explosion recently, and I think that I could tell if the explosion was recent. There's no smoke, there's no fire, there wasn't any smoke or fire anytime soon over the past few weeks. And there wasn't anything since they landed, so yeah, I think it's not that. Gotta find a clearing in these woods if at all possible, because I don't want to check the map and then get attacked from behind while doing it, because I didn't hear someone sneaking up on me. We're relatively safe. Okay, there's a road here. Basically just follow the road that way. Alright. Don't know if this is where the Spec Ops guys went, but there isn't much in the way of options for them. There's a few buildings down here. The road's blocked off, so they couldn't have gone through. There's nothing up in the woods north for them to go and visit, and I don't think they have any reason for going there. And they're bound to have some kind of rough map of the area. So, I think... they're probably down here somewhere. Let's get over to that road. See if we can see something. I'm tired again. Too old for this. Too bloody old for this. Yeah, so my bets are on them being in this general vicinity. Probably trying to find a way out. But... oh, for Christ's sake, not a feral, not here. Not now. Okay, one is fine, one isn't the end of the world. More would be a problem. They could be holed up in there, but I don't see any corpses around. Which is a good indication that they're not. But if I do find a bunch of corpses somewhere down the road, might be a good time to take out the rifle and or even the sniper rifle and get a drop on them. But at the same time, don't know if I actually want to kill them if I find them. Maybe I can persuade them to join me or something, but nah, something tells me that's not in the books. Or else I know how these missions work. Kill anything you find on the ground and somehow with everything that I know, I doubt I'll be accepted. Back into the fold. This looks like a fort of some description. It looks like it's still being built. Okay. Tell you what. Let's see. It is. It's not a... oh, is it? Doesn't look like a military fort, but at the same time, given the resources available, I don't expect them to put up a Fort Knox exactly. So, I don't know. It could be theirs. Still under construction. Commercial radio. No. No, this was from before the outbreak. Place is overgrown, there's a commercial radio and there's no radio signals anymore, so... yeah, this was before the outbreak. Okay. Not here, then. But the place is very quiet, and... that doesn't bode well for me, because generally speaking, trails of corpses is how I know I'm on the right path. But here, I could be on the right path, but there's nothing to indicate so. Well, I said I was just going to follow this dirt road to wherever it leads, and it led me to an apartment building. Let's see what I can find here. Oh, a fenced-off apartment building. Yeah, there's no easy way of doing this. I have to jump the fence. Alright. Geronimo, and best of luck. Whoa. Be honest with you, it looks like a whole bloody battalion walked through here, not a small squad. Either that, or they had a tank. Whichever option. None of them are great. There's still a few stragglers left. Come on. Finish you off. Join the rest of your group. It looks like they went into the building. Probably looking to spend the night there, or something, because I'm following them for a while now. They're bound to stop and rest somewhere. Maybe they've stopped at the tunnel and slept there. But if they didn't, they'll have to stop here for the night. Of course, the problem is the building's a bit open. And judging by the fact that I haven't been shot yet from the top floor, I think it's relatively safe to assume that they're not here anymore. Oh, but they were. They definitely were. Okay, now I'm confused. Did they just not check all the rooms? Well, don't mind me. I'm just going to get the juice and the crackers off you. Those should still be good. And I do have a spear, finally. Wanted one for a while. Don't think it's a bad idea to grab one now. Yeah. And I'm not going to need the kitchen knife. Well, it's a ever so slightly silly looking spear, but it gets the job done. Very long reach on it too. Okay. Doors. This place has been looted and checked. It's just a question of what do they want from it and what do they leave behind, because I get the feeling that we're not going to be after the same things. However, maybe they left something here. Something other than broken glass? And a corpse. Yeah. Nothing here as it turns out, but... yeah, they might have just spent the night here, but I really find it unbelievable that it didn't clear out the entire building. Although most of the rooms seem to be cleared, they did miss one though, and that... well, for all I know, it might have cost them some manpower. Someone might have gotten bitten with that kind of attitude. They're not thorough enough. They got cocky, I think, right around here. They went in with their probably nice rifles and melee weapons of all variety, and I reckon they got a bit overly confident and decided, you know what, sod it, we're not gonna clear out every building and every room. May have cost someone his life, for all I know. I'm assuming they would have taken the gear and... just left the corpse here to rot. Okay, no bodies that way. Meaning they probably didn't go down south. Well, I mean, I guess I can follow the road that way. The trail of bodies seemed to indicate they went over in that general direction, and I'm more than happy to follow. This is a good spear. Looks a bit silly, but this is a good spear. Alright. Let's see where this takes us.